Once upon a time, nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there stood a magnificent royal castle made of gleaming white stone. It shimmered like a pearl under the bright sun, with golden banners flowing gently in the wind. In the highest tower, Princess Aria gazed out at the world, her chestnut brown hair glistening in the light, her emerald eyes filled with sadness and hope. Princess Aria's once happy life was shattered when a wicked witch cast a dark curse over her family. The witch, with wild white hair and glowing red eyes, turned Aria's 7 brothers into crows, forcing them to fly forever through the night sky. The castle became silent, the laughter of the brothers now a distant memory. One evening, as the golden rays of the sun dipped behind the hills, Princess Aria ventured into the enchanted forest. This magical place was known for its ancient trees, their thick trunks covered in moss and glowing mushrooms. The air shimmered with a soft, mystical glow, and the trees whispered secrets to one another. Deeper into the forest, Princess Aria found the ancient tree, its massive trunk covered in silver bark. The tree's branches stretched towards the heavens, twinkling like stars. Its roots were bathed in a golden light, as if the tree itself held the secrets of the world. Aria knew that this was the key to freeing her brothers. As Aria's fingers danced across the glowing flowers, a soft breeze swirled around her. The petals glowed brighter with each stitch, their colors becoming more vibrant, as if the forest itself was lending its magic to her task. The cloak shimmered with a soft, golden glow, and Aria could feel her brother's presence in the air. Meanwhile, in the heart of the forest, the witch who had cursed the brothers grew aware of Aria's quest. Her cave was hidden behind a waterfall that sparkled like liquid silver. Inside, the walls were damp and filled with the eerie glow of flickering lights. The witch's red eyes glowed with malice as she cackled softly to herself. As Princess Aria continued to weave the cloak, the forest around her began to change. The flowers that had once glowed faintly now shone with an intense brilliance. The air smelled sweet, like jasmine and fresh rain. Even the trees seemed to whisper louder, encouraging her to keep going. Aria felt the presence of her brothers. Aria stood under the ancient tree, holding the nearly completed cloak in her hands. She whispered a promise to her brothers, "I will free you, no matter what it takes." The cloak sparkled with golden light, and a soft breeze blew, lifting her hair around her face like a halo. She could feel the magic growing stronger. As Aria stood, the witch appeared, her black gown swirling like a storm. Her long, claw-like fingers reached out to grasp Aria's arm. "You think you can break my curse?" the witch sneered. Aria stood her ground, her eyes flashing with determination. The cloak in her hands glowed brighter, and the witch took a step back. With a deep breath, Princess Aria placed the final thread into the cloak, and as she did, a burst of golden light filled the air. The forest trembled, the trees bending with the force of the magic. The witch howled in fury as the cloak became a shining beacon of hope. It was done! The curse was about to break. As Aria held the cloak aloft, the crows circling overhead began to swoop lower. Their feathers gleamed in the moonlight, each crow's eyes locked on Aria. Slowly, one by one, the crows began to shift and change. Their wings turned to arms, their sharp beaks softened into human faces. The brothers were returning. The first to change was the eldest brother, his large crow form melting into a tall, handsome young man. His eyes, the same color as Aria's, filled with tears as he reached out to his sister. The other brothers followed, their crow's feathers melting away to reveal their human forms, each one unique, with their own gentle smile. Furious, the witch roared, her red eyes glowing with hatred. She cast a final spell to try and reclaim her power, but as she raised her staff, the cloak's light grew brighter, pushing back the darkness. The witch screamed as her form dissolved into shadows, never to be seen again. The forest rejoiced as the witch's curse was broken. Aria and her brothers returned to the royal castle, where the golden banners fluttered proudly in the wind. The castle, once silent and sad, now echoed with laughter and music. The walls seemed to shine with a new light, as if the curse had lifted not just from the brothers, but from the entire kingdom. Arya's heart was full. The king, Arya's father, bestowed upon his daughter a crown made of silver and sapphire, symbolizing her bravery and the strength she had shown in saving her brothers. As she placed it upon her head, a soft glow filled the room, and the castle seemed to hum with magic. It was not just a crown, it was a symbol of hope and love. As time passed, Arya and her brothers ruled the kingdom with kindness and wisdom. The brothers each found their purpose, helping to rebuild the kingdom and bring prosperity to their people. Their tale of love and bravery was passed down through generations, a legend that would inspire all who heard it.